So I heard you guys want to go Black Friday shopping in Monster Legends. Well, this video will help you guys out decide what monsters to purchase in this new Monster Week Black Friday edition. So yeah guys, I hope you're all excited for today's video. If you are, smash like button, subscribe to the channel, notifications on. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Ladies and gentlemen, as you guys can see, it says 5 days in here, so I guess it'll be available for like 5 days in total. It literally says time remaining 4 days and 14 hours, so you have quite a lot of time. Make sure to get lots of gems if you haven't already. There's Monster Wood that's available, you can get it free to play. On this special occasion, a bunch of mythic monsters visit the shop for the first time ever. You will find lots of express offers. The discounted monsters will change every few hours. So here's the thing guys, while this is available, there will also be more offers available throughout basically the next few days or so. So make sure you guys are subscribed, because I will be making more Black Friday deal offers once those come around. So make sure you are subscribed once again. But anyways, this year's flash sales are about to start. So you guys see, it begins about 13 hours. So I'm super excited for this because there will be multiple offers guys. And again, make sure you're subscribed, because once these come out, I'll go ahead and make videos on them. But look, there's Metropolitan monsters, there are runes, sorry, not runes. Well, actually, there are runes. Also relics, and more like food resources, mythic habitats, and apparently mythic monsters, you know what I mean? So there will be Metropolitan monsters, don't worry about that, alright? But we just don't know what kind of deals they'll actually bring out. But this is basically a list of what's basically coming out. 50% discounts on gems, food, and gold, Legends Pass discounts, team event, seasonal chest comeback, chest shop discounts, abundance days, packs, monster week, monster week, and so on, right? They have so many rank 5 monster offers, so those, they might bring like Metropolitan monsters, if not maybe Croton monsters for sure. So it's one of those two, if not both of them, maybe, who knows. But they will make quite a lot of money from this Black Friday deals for sure, so I'm sure they'll release a bunch of different offers, even Metropolitan monsters for sure. But anyways guys, once again, if you head over to the shop here and head over to the monsters, there will be all these monsters available here. And if, again, they actually kind of like swap from time to time. But anyways, starting off with Pure Panduff, 87% off on every single one of these monsters. So Pure Panduff is worth it. I recommend picking it up if you haven't already. It's still meta. Chilong is worth it guys. Make sure to pick this up if you haven't already. It's an amazing monster. Pangaloyat is literally one of the best tanks, definitely in the top 3 in my list. So definitely pick up Pangaloyat if you haven't already. Lord Nebetos is also pretty good. It's pretty good attacker, has anticipation, starts off with evasion if I'm not mistaken, and a bunch of other cool stuff, so it's really good. Definitely pick up Lord Nebetos if you haven't already. And also, he has his own Air Saga, so if you could pick this up. Also, Chilong, you can actually pick up Chilong because there will be Air Saga available, right, where you can get yourself Absolute Zero. This monster was behind a paywall back then, but now everybody will have access to Absolute Zero. And a bunch of these monsters that you see in here, they have like their own sagas and stuff like that. Like on Rika, for example, I don't remember, I think it was Pain Slayer, right, for Enrika, if I'm not mistaken, and Lord Nebetos was Sun Eater, but it's been a while. Anyways, so Enrika, is it worth it? Here's the thing about Enrika, to be honest with you guys, I wouldn't really pick it up unless you want for collection purposes. She was really good back then. I'm not saying she's not really that good anymore. It's just that she's not the best. You know, we have better attackers now. Dodge area especially. Like we got the other Metropolitan monster, the Angel. I forgot her name. Grakshak, right? Amazing monster. So I'd rather go with Grakshak over and Enrika. So it's really up to you if you want to pick it up. That one's really optional. Okay. Blamiria. Sure, Blamir is not that bad. I still use it from time to time, even though I removed my runes. But pretty good attacker, so it's really up to you if you wanna, get that and rank it up. Servalgar isn't that bad, but I'd say that one's optional. It's just I can't really give my honest opinion because I didn't really max it out myself. I got it to like 137 or something, and I haven't used it since then. So for me, I can't really give my opinion. But is the monster good? It's just a light attacker. It has the shield skills and stuff like that, so it's up to you. By the way, also take a look at the book for light element, for example, right? Take a look at what you have right now, what you're really lacking on. So if you're lacking on, for example, earth, right? Oh, Fanatic would be great, especially as a tank, and this monster in general is a pretty good tank, so pick it up. Okay, if you're lacking on those books for team wars and stuff like that, I highly recommend picking those up and maxing them out. Katarine, on the other hand, is, I wouldn't really recommend getting this monster and maxing it out. Maybe for collection purposes, that would be it, okay? But anyways, once again, Old Fanatic is worth it. Pick that up and max it out if you can. Colonel Pip, for collection purposes, honestly. Influxer, don't even purchase this, honestly, unless you just want it for collection purposes. It's a terrible monster, guys. Leaflin, okay, Leaf, this was an amazing a while ago. It's a decent supporter now. Back then, this monster was really good, but it's just stat-wise, you know what I mean? Things like that. So This one's optional, only for collection purposes in my opinion. Marley isn't that bad, but there are better water controllers and stuff like that, so it's up to you if you want to get this one and max it out. For collection purposes, every single one of these monsters are worth just for collection purposes, but I don't recommend maxing Marley out unless you really want to. Neurofunk, don't really max this monster out, guys. Only for collection purposes. Just get the egg if you can. Lady Meow. Here's the thing with Lady Meow. I think she has her own Air Saga, if I'm not mistaken. I think wait, this one's the Sin Eater one, right? So if it is, then yeah, I guess pick it up so you can do the Air Saga. Okay. Boronot, on the other hand, Boronot's not really that bad. You can still use it in Team Wars, even PvP, but mainly Team Wars. So it's up to you if you want to get this one and max it out. Gartox, I don't recommend maxing it out, guys, or just picking it up at all unless you just want the egg for collection purposes. Mouseron is still usable up to this day if you wanna, you know, get this one and max it out. Eclaria is a great resurrector. You know, I recommend getting that one. Barada, we have. Well, if you really need a metal supporter, I guess you could go with this. But I'm sure there are many other metal supporters out there that you can go with, right? But yeah, this one's really optional, guys. I'll leave that one to you guys. It's really up to you if you guys want to pick this one up. Rucha, on the other hand, Rucha isn't that bad, but we have a better earth attackers. So this one's optional if you guys want to get it and max it out. Spectra's still usable up to this day, still meta, especially in Team Wars. So pick that up. Flamara, on the other hand, not the best, but collection purposes, I'd say. King Trauma is still being used up to this day, especially in Team Wars. PvP as well, if you want to use it. It's a little risky on PvP though, because you never know what the enemy is really running, right? But for Team Wars, it's still usable. So I recommend getting that one and maxing it out if you can. ZHC, we have better attackers, especially nature attackers, guys. Like King Traumless, I'd rather go with King Traumless over ZHC, to be honest. Especially in Team Wars. So I'd say just get it for collection purposes. Wangshu, on the other hand, collection purposes, honestly. We have better controllers. But anyways, Sungum, only for collection purposes, guys. Kurai Kaj, we have better dark attackers. You'd go with Lord Nebetos rather than going for Kurai. If you have Lord Nebetos already, let's say it's at a specific rank or maxed out, just go with that one. Kurai Kaj would just be for collection purposes. Royal Magus, I don't recommend picking that up unless you just want the egg for the books. Hammergum is still being used up to this day, so if you want to get that and max it out, you can. Jakuna Hai is a fantastic monster, definitely pick that up. Climbird, I don't recommend really maxing this one out or just picking it up at all unless you just want the egg. Mudjarek is still being used up to this day, so it's really good with like taunt with 2 dodge area combo, so this one's good, pick it up. The boys, on the other hand, not the best, honestly. This one's optional, guys. If you want to get that, max it out, it's up to you. It's optional. Electric isn't really that bad. If you don't have it already, I guess pick it up. It's a good attacker. A bunch of different element skills like fire, thunder. If I'm not mistaken, there's also light, right? So it's really good. Kari, on the other hand, extra turner attacker. So this one's really up to you if you want to get this one up. But wait, doesn't he have his own, or doesn't she have her own, what's it called? Air Saga? If she doesn't, you can pick it up for that, I'd say. Minos was this monster was an exclusive. It was behind a paywall back then when the Crota era began. So if you want it for collection purposes, sure. Other than that, don't use it in battles and stuff like that. Not the best anymore. Loxuko, it's decent. I wouldn't really recommend maxing it out now. Skip on this one, honestly. Frowsy Knots, pretty good still. So if you want to max this one out, that's worth. Swamp Zode isn't really that bad. It's decent, honestly. Kenrai is fantastic. Okay, one of the tanks, of course. Megatons last for a very long time. I have a rank 4 level 5 though, or no, rank 5 level 4 actually. That's what I was trying to say. That's what I have of Kenrai. Dark Error, this one I don't really recommend getting that or maxing it out unless you just want the egg. Brainiax is pretty good. If you want to get this one and max it out, you can. Stalkiller is still fantastic. Definitely pick that up. Matt Sony, that one's decent. It's up to you guys. It's really up to you. That one's optional. Igurubiki, you can still make some plays with this monster for Team Wars and stuff like that, but other than that, no, not really. Alfred is fantastic. Definitely pick this one up if you can. Still being used up to this day. Ingwe, it's one of the best attackers, if not the best attacker, I'd say, besides Spectra, for corrupted monsters. So Ingwe, I do recommend picking it up. This monster is amazing. Camellia, I don't recommend. Many should have it already because it was a PvP monster. So only get it for collection purposes. Don't pick this one up unless you just want the egg once again for book rewards. Master Rat, in the other hand, I don't really recommend. Honestly, there are better light attackers. I'd say go for Blamiria over Master Rat, honestly. Although I do like the fact that Master Rat does apply vulnerability, has room for negative side effects and stuff like that, but I'd rather go with Blamiria and Patient Trade as well on the side. Waldorf. Okay, this one's actually really good. You can also counter like Face Shield and stuff like that with his nanovirus, so I do recommend getting Waldorf if you don't have it already. Skeletron is fantastic. Definitely one of the best resurrectors, if not the best resurrector for the corrupted era. So definitely max this one out if you can. Vitrix isn't really that bad, but there are better Earth controllers, I think. So it's really up to you if you want to max that one out. Megalopet isn't really that bad. You can make some plays in Team Wars. Tertullian is actually fantastic. Tertullian's positive side protection for everybody, all the allies, is really good. So really good for example, taunt with 2 dodgy area combo. So definitely pick it up and max it out if you can. Maltius, this was behind a paywall. I might actually pick this up because I don't have it. Just for collection purposes, I'm going to get it. So I'm going to go ahead and spend my 200 gems. And as you guys can see, I just got it. I just want it for collection purposes because once again, I didn't really have it. I skipped on that one, remember? So I didn't really pick it up. But anyways, we're going to go back to monsters. And we're going to keep going. Let's see here. Okay. So where do we end off? Right here. Raijin, still great. It's amazing. It's an amazing attacker, guys. I do recommend picking this up. Pretty good against anticipation monsters because it has that anticipation here and it just hits so heavily. Monstera, I don't recommend getting that. Families, maybe for the Soul Drag for Era Saga. Yeah. Sensei Panican, only for the Era Saga, guys. Pick it up if you haven't already, just so that you could get the Unrelenting Assault talent. Tomska's Mind Turtle, this one, honestly, I'd say skip on this one. There are better tanks in the game than that. Like, I'd rather go for Tortillion over Tomska's Mind Turtle, to be honest. Panion, I recommend skipping. Wingsu, skip. Algata's fantastic. Definitely pick this up if you haven't already. I might actually pick it up because I don't have it right now. I really need it for collection purposes. This is going to make me go broke. I only have 277 gems remaining now. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna have to sell this real quick. I'm gonna go to storage, go to my mythic, and it should be somewhere around here. Algara, we're gonna go ahead and use it, of course. So yeah, I just wanted those for collection purposes because I didn't really have them. Needed for book rewards. Going back to monsters here, let's keep scrolling until we get back to where we left off right here. So yeah, Algeta, I do recommend getting that. Darkuma is fantastic. Definitely pick that up if you haven't already. Matt Triarch is decent. It's up to you if you want to get this one and max it out. Gobslayer, we have better attackers, so don't go for Gobslayer, honestly. Malinot, we have better water attackers. Don't go for it. Shelly, it's up to you, honestly, because this was back in Cosmic Era. You can still make some plays with Shelly, especially against Lord Nebatos. Dark against Dark. It's good in Team Wars, I'd say. On offense, not defense. Kaidi Sunmelter, collection purposes. Bombita, I don't know about Bombita, honestly. It's kind of hard to say whether you want to go for it for collection purposes or if you should just max it out. I don't really recommend maxing it out unless you really want to. Same with Cryo Crawler, okay? Thunder Kong, this is like the worst mythic, cosmic mythic, sorry. This is the worst cosmic mythic in my opinion. So don't go for it, guys. Unless you just want the egg for the book rewards. Lenworm. Honestly, for Lenworm, you can make some plays with his extra turn. If you use like the level 4 mechanic, the level 4 strategy in Team Wars, like the Mega Taunt. But other than that, not so good anymore. The stats are outdated, I'd say. Tessa Kuiper, skip on this one. Solar Flare, I'd say skip on that one too. Yeah, we have better tanks. Thanos 2099, you can skip. Laser Beam 2099, you can skip as well. Undead Mr. Beast, skip. Teddy VR, skip. Kaguya, skip. Brackbox, skip. Seaquick, this is one of the worst cosmics as well. Pretty close to the other monster, the Thunder Kong one. Like literally right next to it. Rhinata, I'd say skip. So every single one of these guys that you see in here, let me see. Yeah, all of them except maybe Ignis. You can still make some plays with Ignis in Team Wars if you want to just get it, maybe max it out. I don't know, it's up to you, honestly. I kind of want to tell you guys, like a part of me wants to tell you guys to max it out, at the same time a part of me doesn't want you to do it. But that one's really up to you. Rodden, oh my gosh, this monster's amazing. I've got to say, it is fantastic. I use it quite a lot on Team Wars. I'm sure you guys have seen my Team War videos. Whenever Rodden's in restriction, I always use it. It's really, really good. So I'd say pick this one up and max it out if you can, guys. It's really good. These other ones, not really worth. Let me see. Chocomuckle, I'd say still worth it, you know? So if you want to get this one and max it out, go for it. Let me see if anyone else is worth it here. Ferris for Photophobic Shield. You can make level 4 Megaton plays in Team Wars. And also the triple damage, not that bad. So if you want to go for Ferris and max it out, go for it, okay? But all these other monsters you see here are not worth it except the Dreamer. The Dreamer is fantastic. Positive protection, evasion. So it's really, really good, I've got to say. So definitely pick this one up and max it out if you can, guys. The Dreamer is fantastic. Letterless, a little good in Team Wars, you know, the death countdown. And this, yeah, the death countdown is really good. So if you want to use Letterless in Team Wars, that's honestly the only thing you could really do. Make some plays in it for Team Wars. But other than that, don't get it unless you just want them for collection purposes. And that applies to many of these monsters in here. Calamatic only worth for to use like the, I think this monster applies Photophobic Shield. No. It's Thunderphobic, I think. You can apply it to your level 4 Megaton monster in Team Wars if you want to make that play. Other than that, not really worth it. All these other monsters that you see, not worth it. Steam Wrath, you can make some plays in Team Wars. So this one's really optional if you want to max it out or not. I'll leave that one to you guys. But all these other monsters you see here are not worth it. Rooswain, a little good, but we have better dodge area monsters, support ones too. Like we have Slumpster now, you know what I mean? So it's really up to you if you want to max this one out. It's optional. It's just the stats that are outdated, guys. All these other monsters are not that good. Maybe the Dew, I'd say, is still decent. So, yeah, Captain Elvet is worth it. Pick this one up. Get it maxed out if you can. Not that bad. But all these other monsters that you see here are really, really bad. What the heck? Why are you... Why is he posing like that? Okay, but yeah, literally every single one of these guys that you see here, not really that good anymore. Maybe you can make some plays in Lawnrat, like in Team Wars with Lawnrat, but it's really hard, honestly. Urder, a little good, but I'd better go with Tertullian or something, you know what I mean? Or Mojo Direct, for example. By the way, some of these guys will become breedable later on, like permanently breedable. So just letting you guys know, if you want to save up your gems, you can. I'm talking about the original Mythics. I'm not talking about like the Cosmics, Corrupteds, and stuff like that. Okay, keep that in mind. But all these guys that you see here, not worth at all, guys. Just letting you guys know, not worth. Okay, we're getting into the legendary monsters. For every single one of the legendaries that you see here, only worth for collection purposes. Keep that in mind. So if you want to just pick them up, just for that, go for it. You can make level 4 Megaton plays with ISO, but it needs to be rank 3 at least. Timerion, you can make some plays in Team Wars with it if you want to. But yeah, same with like Hyperia. Most of the Megatons you see here, you can make level 4 Megaton plays. That's really up to you though. Pure Sight, you can still use it in Team Wars, but it's a little difficult. It's a little risky, I've got to say. But yeah, literally most of these legendary monsters that you see here, not that good anymore, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm looking at them right now, and literally every single one of these guys, not really that good, unfortunately, not anymore. And now we're getting into like these other offers that are really, really bad. But yeah, so the other ones that I told you guys, like I just skipped over them like this. That means that you shouldn't really get them unless you just want the act for collection purposes. Something like what I did with the Meltius and Elgato. But the thing is, I'm not sure if I have enough resources to actually max these guys out. If I were to max either Elgato or Meltius, I'd do Elgato. Elgato is really good. But anyways, guys, that's going to be pretty much it for today's Monster Gens Black Friday deal video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.